guys, Snack Packing Fool Reviews, back with another review for you. We are in Michigan. It's friggin' cold outside. We are here in front of the fire. I'm warm, I'm happy. I got my Soundbox10 by Paww here to do a review, Bluetooth speaker. We'll get to more of that later. Also, a little disclaimer before we get too far into this review. The Soundbox10 by Paww was actually sent to me by the company themselves, so I'm not a real consumer for this, but I'm going to review this unbiasedly like a consumer. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is the Soundbox10. It's an aluminum unibody construction Bluetooth speaker with a speaker grill on the front and an acoustic slot in the back. Below the acoustic slot, you will find the power button, a USB charging port, and a 3.5mm auxiliary port. If you flip it to the bottom, you will find a rubber surround that helps hold the speaker in place while it's playing. So let's go over some of the controls here. First of all, you'll notice the NFC connection chip for connecting NFC phones quickly, the Bluetooth reestablish button for connecting your phone, the pause, forward, and backtrack buttons, and plus and minus volume. The touch panel is fairly effective. It isn't perfect. Sometimes you notice a little delay, but it's fairly effective. Across the back of the speaker, you'll find an acoustic slot cut in, which is right above the passive bass radiator that it uses for extra bass response to give it a little extra oomph. This slot also helps to give it a little bit more of that 360 sound ability so that even when you turn the speaker grill facing away from you, you can still hear the sound with pretty decent clarity. You do lose a little bit as far as on the sides or in the back, but it's not as big as with a lot of other speakers, so that's really cool. So let's go over how to pair it. At first, you'll see a red and blue flashing light. If you go over to the phone, turn on Bluetooth, and we'll just connect to Soundbox10. Once it's connected, you'll hear a little ring, and then you'll notice the light is solid blue now, which lets you know you're connected. Alright, so back in front of the warm fire, let's get you a basic rundown on the Soundbox10 by Paww. Alright, so this is a Bluetooth with NFC speaker. It is aluminum unibody construction. It has a speaker grill in the front, and it has a acoustic slot in the back. It also has a touch panel on top. The touch panel it works, but it's not perfect. It can be a little slow to react at times, but it does work well, and it's definitely usable. I just wish sometimes it was a little faster to respond. As far as construction, the construction is phenomenal. It feels weighty in your hand. It feels durable. It's very solid. I really like the construction of this. The rubber mount on the bottom is actually extremely useful, and it can be held at some pretty funky angles, even while playing music at full blast, just because of the grip of this rubber surround on the bottom. One of the key things they claim about this is their passive radiator system, which is right up here, right around this acoustic slot. You can actually see it if you look through. The passive radiator system is supposed to enhance the bass response significantly through this acoustic slot and throughout the speaker. From my experience, it works incredibly. The passive radiator really makes this thing boom. It'll vibrate. It has surprising bass for its size. The sound quality of this is actually very surprising. It's very even, very good, and it actually puts out a pretty good amount of power. I'm surprised for such a small package. It can really put out bass, and it can really put out sound. It does very well with that. This little guy retails for $119.95 on their website. But if you go on their website and sign up for the automatic email updates, they'll take 10% off your first order. So you could pick this guy up with the 10% discount if you wanted to go that way. The battery life is 8 hours, and it recharges via USB in 4 hours. So you can get back up and running for the full 8 hours in half the time, which is pretty awesome. And that 8 hours is very accurate. It's also the Bluetooth, so you know that it'll last the full 8 hours on Bluetooth, not just on 3.5. So that's going to wrap it up for my review of the Soundbox10 by Paww. Stay tuned for more reviews. Now that I finished my move from Tennessee to Michigan, I am all set. I can do some more reviews. I can get them in there. So I've got a couple coming in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for those. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of the videos, of the products, whatever. any recommendations, whatever. Like and subscribe if you want to see more reviews. They're coming. So, snack back and fool. See you guys later.